Sanbonani, my name is Colin Ndlovu, also known as your fave winer. If you would like to expand your knowledge more on wine, you're just tired of consuming it just for the sake of consuming it, and you just want to be smart in public, I am your girl. Please follow me on all social media platforms. I am your fave winer. I'll link it down below. So yeah, in today's video, this is not a wine video, but I will be sipping some wine for the story time. So yeah, guys, I want to share a story time about a friendship that ended weirdly. So, yeah, guys, one thing about girls, at the time we were girls, I shame snacks people, I tell you, snacks people. But yeah, anyways, there's this girl, I'm gonna call her Priscilla. What a weird name. If you are Priscilla, but yeah, I'm gonna call her Priscilla. So Priscilla and I, we went to the same high school, and yo guys, one thing about Priscilla, I loved Priscilla. If one thing about me, when I'm in friendships, guys, in fact, one of the relationships that I strive in the most, it's friendship. It has to be friendships. You know, we can try and jolly and all of this, but no. When it comes to friendships, I'm that girl. It's only now where I'm starting to slack because of work, but I'm still trying to keep at it. Back in high school, I was that girl. You know, I was there. Yeah, bo. Yeah. So, anyways, I met Priscilla. I'm not gonna say which. Actually, I don't care, man. It ended long ago. What grade was I in? I think I was in grade 10. No, I knew her from grade 8, but then her and I, we only started getting close in grade 10. Yeah, like really close. We would talk back in the days, but grade 10, that's when the friendship was solidified. So Priscilla, she had her own squad, and Nami, I had my own squad. But whenever we linked up, it would be a good time. But Priscilla was one of those friends that would always look down on you. She grew up wealthy, you know, she was that girl. One thing about her, she was that girl. And I vicariously lived through her, you know. So anyways, when we started being friends, there were no signs of her being mean whatsoever. There were, but like I was very, what's the word? I downplayed everything. So she was always that girl, Yazini. She would downplay, like she would call you stupid, and like whenever you guys are talking with Fred, are you stupid? Why would you do something like that? You know, guys, I don't care what you are trying to build me or we are very close. Don't call me stupid, you know. But at the time, I didn't take it too hard. You know, I was like, ah, she's my friend. You know, she means no harm. You know, but Priscilla started acting. I don't know. I think she was very. I don't know. Yes, was she insecure? Angazi, guys, but she was very weird. One thing about her. So remember, I said, Priscilla had her own group of friends, but we had a mutual friend. You know, so I'm gonna talk about a time when the mutual friend invited us to go to Durban. It was a group of 7 people, and we guys, we girls, we young, but this was now after high school. I think we were in first or second year varsity, all 3 of us. Actually, which one was I talk about first? Yo, guys, a lot of things happened. One thing about Priscilla was jealous of me, guys. And you know, I'm trying to understand why she was jealous. Actually, no, the friendship, it was fine in high school. Things started turning out badly after high school when we were in first and second year. That's when things started going south. So, Priscilla, I'm gonna talk. Okay. So, Priscilla, like I said, she was wealthy. I don't know now. Maybe she still is, because her family. One thing about her family, yeah, well, and yeah, man, she would travel a lot every year. So yeah, our mutual friend invited us to Durban for her 21st birthday. And it was fun, good vibes. We're excited. It's us girls, you know, see, happy, you know, we are happy. But wait, before I talk about Durban, yes. So Priscilla would always ask me questions like, okay, friend, what car do you want to get, once you start making money. And now at the time I wanted a Renault Clio. Guess what? 3 months later, Priscilla got that car. I didn't, I was so happy for her. I didn't even think that she was getting it because she was trying to spite me. I don't know. That could have been the case. But at the time, I didn't see it like that. I genuinely congratulated her because my parents, obviously, they couldn't afford it. So if someone has the means, and guys, it's just a car, why not get it? So I didn't see it like that. I really congratulated her. I was so happy for her. So she got that car, came and visited me, and guys, I was so happy for her. I even got to be in the car, got to see it, got to feel it, be in the moment. I was proud of my girl. I was like, one thing about her win is my win. But no, she did not see it like that, So fine. And then I think months later, I always mentioned that at the time it was an iPhone 7 that was popular. I'll say to her, I want the iPhone 7, I want to take pictures, nice pictures and all of that. Guess what? She got that phone. But yeah, I still congratulate her. I was so happy for her. Because why? I am Dululu. I don't think my friend is getting these things just to spite me. But sharp. It's fine. We keep it pushing. I was so happy for her. Then the mutual friend invited us to Durban. It was a group of 7 girls. We all went to Durban. Yo, guys, that's where I saw her true colors. I saw it all, So remember I mentioned that Priscilla was well-traveled. So because she was well-traveled, she had already been to Durban and she had experienced a lot of things. She had been to Shaka Marine. All these places that we wanted to go to, she didn't want to partake. And we had to stop, which was very selfish of her. But asikho lapho. So Priscilla, she was always in a bad mood when we were in Durban. I remember this one time we went, so the mutual friend, so one of the girls stole her phone, but a shame it wasn't Priscilla. It was another one. I'm not going to mention who. Actually, it doesn't matter, but I'm not going to say who. Yeah, well, so Priscilla's, so because that phone got stolen, us as girls, guys, no one is suspecting it. Okay, this one took the phone. No, we are not suspecting any of us, So I asked, because I was sleeping with the mutual friend, I was sleeping with her in the room. So I thought maybe the phone could have fell maybe inside my suitcase or something, guys. It happens. Or maybe I packed it by mistake. So we're out here searching our suitcases and I'm telling the other girls, guys, can we please search our bags? It happens with it. Maybe we took it by mistake. Aisha, everyone was willing, except for 2 girls, Priscilla and the other girl that I will not talk about because she was not my friend. So I asked Priscilla, hey, can I please search your bag? My friend was using a J2, Samsung J2 at the time. And Priscilla, guys, she got so tired. She was like, why the hell would I steal a Samsung J2 when I use an iPhone? I was like, girl, I'm not accusing you of stealing the phone. I'm just saying, can you please search your bag? The phone could maybe have fallen inside your bag. We don't know. But can we find the phone? It doesn't make sense that we are 7 girls in the house and if the phone goes missing, Kanjan, you make it make sense, But sharp, okay. So I was like, I'm not gonna search your bag. So the other girls search, because one thing about me, mine is non-existent. When I'm pissed, I'm pissed. So I left the bag. So they searched and they didn't find anything. So sharp. Okay, cool. So now obviously phone is gone, mood is dampened, but you know what? We still try to enjoy ourselves because we are not here to cry. So mutual friend took us to what's that place? Oyster Box in Durban. If you know what that place is, 5-star. It's giving shmoney. So we were there. We went there. We were wearing our heels. We looked gorgeous. Priscilla was fine at the time. Then later on, remember, guys, we young. We're not used to heels. So because we're not used to heels, it's cartel. So after the Oyster Box event, we went back home and a few girlies wanted to go out. They wanted to go out at night. Excuse me. Oh, let me sip. And I remember that night, 3 of us had already taken off our had taken off our clothes and we were in our PJs. So Priscilla was one of the girls who wanted to go out and she kept on saying, guys, we are going. So we decided to vote and 4 girls voted and 3 Just wanted to be indoors. So obviously we lost the vote and we decided, you know what, let's just dress up. And now that was my first fight with Priscilla that night. She was forcing me. So they decided to wear the heels that they were wearing in the afternoon. And now she wanted me to wear the same heels that way. And I was the only one who had the longest heel. I think it was this long. Actually, it was this long. So I must wear the same heel, same size for at night. I was like, hell no. So she was so touched. And I think she was mad at that actually, because I remember when we went out that night, guys, all of us, we are here. We are grooving. We are having so much fun. We're playing ping pong. Guys, we were having the best time of our lives. I remember, those videos. As if I could turn on my HP, but in shame I wouldn't post them. If I could turn on my HP, I swear, like guys, she was sitting like this the whole night. Kanj. At a club, Kanj. Imagine. Well, some of us are partying, playing pool, was it pool? No, we were playing ping pong. There was no pool. And this was the same person who wanted us to go out. Now she's being all moody. So I was like, you know what? Which we did. And yeah, guys, she had weird vibes, man. So anyways, cool. We still carried on with the night. Got home. I think she suffered, let me not diagnose her. So asikolab. So anyways, I'm trying to remember what else occurred. Yeah, I'm not gonna mention that. But when we went to Gateway, she and the other girl fought. They were fighting over directions, guys. So one wanted us to go this way and then the other wanted to go this way. But guys, we all thought, okay, maybe they do know Gateway, but it's not that deep, man. Like, it's just a matter of saying, okay, which way must we use? Can we work together? Can we collaborate? I know they were both stubborn. But yeah, that was one. But that one's not that deep. So anyways, we came back to Joburg. And yeah, everything went back to normal. But I didn't know that Priscilla had it coming for me, guys. Like, she was gunning for me, that girl, one thing about it. And I don't know why, because I genuinely loved her, So that year, this was in September. My girl's birthday is in September. So let's say it was in October. So I didn't talk to Priscilla. I did, but like, we never fought or anything when we were back in Joburg. So in December, she went to another country. I think it was Hong Kong at the time. And she sent, those train messages that we send each other on WhatsApp. I haven't seen them in a long time. But back in the days, they were a thing. So it would say, what do you think about me? 1, I'm sexy. 2, I'm psycho. 3, or whatever. But that day, this was before Christmas in December. So I chose whatever the number was, but I chose psycho. And my reasoning for that, guy, it was not that deep. I didn't intend to be malicious. No, I was just being, I don't know, like, we were just playing, man. Like, I didn't think it was that deep. Like, I mean, someone can come and say, call you a clown as my friend, there's a reason why you're calling me a clown. So I said she was psycho. Yo, guys, did the girl not bite me? Yo, guys, the one girl. That time she's in Hong Kong, and then she's like, why would I say she's psycho? And I said, girl, back in high school, there was a time she told me that if she ever found her boyfriend cheating, she would make sure that she cuts the boyfriend with a razor and then put salt, spirit. So guys, yongi. So that's what I based it on. But like I said, it was not that deep. I know, girl, guys, she was so mad at me. She was like, you know what? I like acting all holier than thou. At the time, I really I was like a solid Christian, still am, but back in the days, no. In fact, I don't think I was Christian. I was religious. Yeah, I was religious. I wouldn't say I had a relationship with God or Jesus. Let me not say God, Jesus. I was more religious. I was chasing for something. So she said, I act all holier than thou. I think I'm perfect. Yo, guys. I was like, babes, it's not that deep, So I was like, girl, how can you be attacking someone who's lived in South Africa while you're in Hong Kong? Please. Forget about South Africa. I'm joking. But no, guys, she was not having it. So I said to her, I'm sorry. It's not that deep. And I don't remember what she did, but Tinjay, we stopped talking. And then Christmas happened. We didn't wish each other Merry Christmas. New Year's came. We still didn't say Happy New Year. And then I bumped into her the following week. Bumped into her and her sisters at Fourways Mall. That time they were still renovating Fourways. If you know Fourways, you know that it's now big, you know. So I remember seeing her by the escalators. I was so excited. I even forgot that we fought in December. I'm like, hey girl, guys, the escalators, ne? They were going up, ne? And while they were going up, I was coming down. So while I was coming down, she was going up. So I said to her, hey girl, yo, guys, did she not ignore me? I remember the time I was walking with my grand. My grand was like, hey boy, which means, is that not your friend? I was like, that's my friend. You know, okay, sharp, you can ignore me, but at least greet my grand, bruh. Like, my grand did nothing to you. It's respect as well. But sharp, she decided to say whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, shoot, we fought, gay. You know? Okay, cool. And then one of our friends got into a car accident that year. This was in January, the following year, right? I think a week later, after I saw her at Fourways, that friend got into a car accident. And because, guys, it was something so urgent, we didn't think of making like a group thing. So I called the mutual friend. I'm like, yo, can we go see our friend? Because she just got a car and she was involved in a car accident. Let's go check up on her. So it was like a quick thing, nothing planned, which we did. So this friend of ours was like, okay, when we got to a place, she was like, let's go to Dainfern 011. There was this place called 011. Now it's Lapper. What is it now? Now it's called Zoe. Yeah. So at the time it was 011. So we went there. Guys, we had a few drinks. Guys, it was nice. And then we posted on our WhatsApp statuses. So I was like, oh, my caption was, oh, what a time we had. And then the other girls, they also posted as well. And then now, Priscilla, she comments on their status and says, because something like she was not invited. So she was mad about it. Why didn't they invite her? You know? So I'm busy celebrating. I'm like, nah. She's definitely not gonna come for me because we are not on speaking terms. Guys, she's still gonna come for me. You know? So cool. She asked those girls, and then the girl that had got into a car accident, she said no, she didn't know about this. It was unplanned. And then the mutual friend said, you know what? There was something quick, you know, there was no time. Okay, cool. They dropped me off. So the girlies dropped me off at my place. So as soon as I get to my place, Priscilla texts me and says, and comments, nice because I was not invited. Remember I said, what a time we had. And she said, nice because I wasn't invited. No hi, nothing. I was like, what the hell? So, okay. So I asked the girls now, the two girls that I was with earlier. I'm like, guys, what do I say? Because this girl and I, we haven't spoken. And then the mutual friend says, you just wanted to be the three of us. She was messy for that, but shout out. We needed to be real, you know? So I said that we just wanted to be the three of us, you know, because at this point, like, you've been so horrible to me. Why must I now, what's this? Why must I now lick your ass, you know? So again, oh guys, it didn't even take a minute. She sent me a paragraph this long. This long. So this is something that she had typed maybe in December when we had our mini argument. Guys, she went all in. She said, I am so psychotic. I am crazy. I have issues. Because I remember there was a time when I visited her. I don't remember when. Maybe it was in first year varsity. We took pictures. Yo, guys, I'm even coughing talking about her. When I went to her place, we took pictures. So I've, like, those who know me, they know I got a bunda for days. Yeah, well. So she didn't have a bunda. So I remember at the time we still had PicMix. Yeah, well. And with PicMix, you could edit. You could give someone a yeah, well. So I took. So I asked her if I could post this picture. This was when we were still in first year, before the fight. Yeah, well. So she was like, no, you know, she doesn't like how her bum looks. It's very flat. I was like, you know what? I got you. So I decided to add a bit of ass, you know. Guys, did the girl not come for me for doing that? I was like, But she said she was okay with it. You know, when I sent it to her, I was like, are you happy with it? She was like, yeah, I am. And then now, when she sent me that paragraph, she's like, I am so insecure that I project my insecurities on her. Guys, I was so speechless. Like, that text was a lot. I was like, there's no way. Like, what do I say? So I didn't respond. I blocked her. Like, I didn't respond. I didn't say anything because I was like, what the hell? And then after fighting with me, she went for the mutual friend. So the mutual friend is actually my best friend, guys. I'm tired of saying mutual, but she went for the mutual. And she was like, I see your friend told you, your friend finally told me the truth that you guys wanted to be the three of you. And then the mutual says, what do you want from us? Oh, guys, they had each other. You see, Bona, they had yo, guys, they had a fight. With me, on the other hand, I just exited, you know. So after that, mutual, now she got tired. And then Priscilla had her sisters, so the sisters posted on their statuses with people grew balls this December. Yo, guys, I was like, not the sisters coming for us. But get asikolapo, you know. So sharp. So the friend that had got into a car accident, she's the only one who didn't fight with Priscilla. So 2 weeks later, Priscilla, because I blocked her, I think also mutual blocked her at the time. So mutual, no, not mutual. The girl who was involved in the car accident, Priscilla reached out to her, said, "Hey, can you please tell mutual and Kola to add me on WhatsApp? I lost all my contacts." I was like, ain't no way. Like, oh, asizwani, bruh. Like, what are we talking about? You know, but yeah, so that's how it ended, you know. And I was really angry. But then I felt so bad over the months, you know. I think over a year and months, I felt really bad because I just left her with nothing. Like, I didn't say anything to her. So I decided to reach out to her on Instagram. I sent an apology because reason why I did that is because I felt like, as this is someone who's telling me what I did to her, like how I made her feel, and me leaving her just like that is unfair. So I apologized to her, but no way did she ever apologize, which is fine. We live and learn. But yeah, that friendship, honestly, it was so weird. Oh, before I forget, remember I mentioned Gucci, she got a phone and the car. So how I discovered that these things were actually meant to spite me. So in after the fight, after I blocked her, I knew the sisters were posting, and my friend still the mutual still had it. So they were posting statuses saying, Gucci, some friends will act like they're genuinely happy for you for getting their dreams, like, you know. I'm just like, oh, so you didn't get it because you wanted to. You got it just to spite me. Girl, you've been at war with me. What did I do to you? You know? But yeah, that's how the friendship ended. Yeah, I get right, Yazini. Yeah, guys, that's how everything turned out. Obviously, we're no longer friends, and ever since then, I haven't seen her, and I don't wish to see her. Love and light. She did respond to my text on Instagram. She just said it's okay. I don't remember what she, but I just apologized just to be okay because I felt bad. But you know what? I'm okay. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Guys, I'm trying to grow on YouTube. I'm tired of corporate. I'm trying to leave my corporate, my 9 to 5. You know. So yeah, till next time. Ciao, ciao.